What's up? Notice anything? Notice anything? I got I got my nose pierced, bro. Oh my gosh. Like it was kind of impulsive, but I've been thinking about it for like over a year for sure. And today we had our final game of the indoor season soccer. Cuz we missed out provincials, but that's okay. And after the game I was like, "Yo, I can go get my nose pierced." So we kind of impulsively did it, and great decision. I think it looks really good. And I was talking to my girlfriend like how bad the pain scale would be, and she said it would be a 6 out of 10. So I was low key like nervous, but when she did it, I barely even felt it. I'm gonna be honest. Obviously, like everyone's different, so if you're gonna go get your nose pierced, don't listen to me. I'm just saying from my experience, like it didn't really feel like nothing. It literally just felt like, I don't know, just like a little poke. I don't know. It didn't feel bad at all. Great piercer, Dragon FX. It was great. And now I got a little nose piercing, bro. Looks good for real. And yeah, I think my subject today is looking for the positives even when you feel like the negatives are surrounding you. Because today it was bad. We had our game, we had our last indoor game, right? And we had it was like a tournament thing around robin. So if we win, we'd get silver. If we lost, we'd get bronze. Or even if we tied, we would have got silver. And this team that we were going to play, or that we're playing, lost to the team worse than we did, the last team. So we're going in there thinking it's going to be a really even game. And I'm not going to lie, these guys smoked us, bro. Smoked us. Like, it's really hard sometimes because you put in so much effort. At least that's what I'm going to speak from my experience. Like, I put in a lot of effort. I really try my ass off. Like, I really am putting all my energy out there until I can barely even run anymore. Like, I try to win. I try to score. Like, I had like 12 shots on net today. None went in, bro. Like, I probably messed up on like 2 goals because I usually play defense. And I don't know. It's hard because our team is young. We're in a higher league, but lots of our guys are young because we have some older people. So, yeah, bro, it sucks. A lot of the teams that we're playing against are all the same age, and they're like 18, 17, and then like over like 80% of our team, maybe not 80, like 60, 70 is like 15-year-olds. So, even being able to win against some people and play is good, but it's very difficult. You know, you can't expect all the younger guys to do as much because they're just younger and not as experienced yet. And that's, it's okay. And, even though we lost and got our ass kicked and, you try your hardest, I tried my hardest out there, like tried to score and everything. And, obviously it just didn't work. And it sucked, after the game, it was just disappointing. It was very disappointing. It would have been great to end off with a win, but it's okay. And, even in the midst of all this failure and quote failure, because you still tried, bro. Like, you still try and try to be successful. That's a win right there. But technically, in the game sense, like, we lost. It was a failure. But, you walk out of there and, just the people around you, if they're hyping you up, like, listen, they're not just doing that just to try and make you feel better. Maybe a little bit. But, like, genuinely, they probably are trying to tell you did good. Like, listen to that. Because, my girlfriend really just sat down with me and was like, you tried. And, a lot of people in the stands acknowledge that you are trying all the time. And that made me feel a lot better. So, thank you to, my girlfriend and all the people watching me for real and saying I try my best. Even though I mess up, everyone messes up. You can't be perfect. But, yeah, we lost. And that's okay. Look in the positives, You tried your best. That's really all you can do. And in the midst of all the failure, don't let that ruin your day. Like, go out and do something to change, to grow, to better your day up. We went to this mall. I got myself this chicken shawarma. I've never had that before, but I really wanted to try. Gas. Had a vanilla boba. Gas. Definitely not the healthiest thing of all time, but it's okay. We lost, so you got to treat yourself sometimes. When you lose, you got to nurture yourself. Not every time, though, because then you're going to get fat. But, like, acknowledge where you're at in life and treat yourself to some things. And, after that, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get my nose pierced today. really just turn the day around. You know, I can't let that negative moment in my day ruin my entire day. Like, yeah, it's not great, but look for the positives. What can you do to change, to be better, to be more positive, to get your days even more aligned with your future? You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, I've been thinking about doing this thing for a while. In my sense, it's getting my nose pierced, right? Or in your sense, you know, maybe a passion, a job, and you're not sure when you should start. And when you fail at doing something else, you know, this is your time to take advantage of that loss and turn it into a win. You know, what else could you do to better, to make your day better, to make your life better? And, you know, today, though it wasn't really like a passion job sense, you know, I've been wanting this thing for a while. And, you know, I lost today, wasn't in a great mood. You know, my girlfriend, everyone made me feel better. We went out to eat, and I was like, yeah, it's time. Change my life, little growth into who I'm becoming, into I want to be. And that's all that matters. I think I literally just watched this video, and it was this like rapper guy. And he was like, his perspective is, you shouldn't be chasing happiness, but you should be chasing finding you. Find out who you are, because when you find out who you are, how you can express yourself, what you're meant to do, you know, what you think your purpose is, you know, how you can fulfill your life, you will be happy. So don't think of just finding the happiness through money or things like that. Like, find out who you are, find out what you want to do, and that will make you happy. And, you know, I'm just excited to, you know, get back into my creative things even more, because a lot of the time my weekends are full because of soccer or work. But now, because I don't have soccer, now I can even step more into what I want to do, my passion, my future. So that even that, you know, a failure because we lost, we didn't go to the provincials and everything, but now changes around, you know, what can I do that'll make my future even better? You know, work even harder. This is a time to make your future happen, to make you feel better, to make your life more positive. And all it takes is some change. You don't have to buy a million things to get started. You don't have to quit your job to get started. You just have to start. Start from almost nothing. That's where everyone starts. And then you keep working your way up, bro. Your ass will get to where you want it. You know, your ass will follow where your mind is, bro. You're picturing a high future, your high vibration future that you really want, you know, your passion, dream. Your ass will follow as long as you keep doing the work, and that keeps staying in your brain. You know, ideas don't turn into reality. You know, your actions do. So as long as you keep doing it, your brain is in it, your whole body, your ass will follow. Because as long as that shit don't get cut off, you are still a part of you, and you're still working up there, bro. So keep being you, enjoy life, flourish, nurture yourself, treat your inner child, bro. You know, that little thing inside you that's just telling you to have some fun, to experiment, to change. Get a piercing if you want, dude. Get a tattoo. I haven't got a tattoo yet, but piercing looks pretty good, huh? Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Late upload because my day was full, but that's okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, bro. Peace, bro.